Hello everyone, my name is Phil Rowley and I'm proud to be a RIO ambassador. On today's how-to episode, I'm going to show you how to retrieve a fly in a lake, how you move the fly through the water to entice that strike. The techniques I'm going to talk to you about today can be used on a variety of RIO's lines, from the floating line right down to the fastest sinking deep 7. It's early fall here, fish are in tight, it's going to be shallow water fishing, so I'm going to be using one of my favorite lines, the In-Touch Hover. So let's get at it. Let me show you these retrieves. When it comes to Stillwater retrieves, there's 4 main elements you need to consider. The length of the pull, the speed of the pull, the cadence or tempo you use that governs the speed and length of those pulls, and arguably the most important element, the pause. Because when your fly pauses, any fish that has been induced to follow and has seen your fly now has that predatory advantage and will most likely pounce. So that's when you expect to get the grab. And throughout the day, you're always experimenting with those elements to find that winning combination that allows you to consistently hook fish. One of the best retrieves you could learn when you're fly fishing lakes is the hand twist, figure 8, or hand twist retrieve. It's a cornerstone retrieve. It's a busy retrieve that keeps us as naturally impatient human beings at bay. How do we make this retrieve? Well, first of all, after making the cast, my rod tip is positioned down at the surface so I can be tight to the fish if it grabs. I've got my line under my casting hand here, under the forefinger, or under the thumb and forefinger, whatever you prefer. This is the kind of way I prefer, but it's up to you. The retrieve motions are going to take place behind my rod hand. I'm going to take my thumb and forefinger, I'm going to pull, I'm going to open the palm of my hand, I'm going to catch the line with my pinky finger and pull. I can't move the hand anymore, so I have to re-grip and repeat the process. And that is how simple the hand twist retrieve is. Now, I can vary the length of the pulls simply by which fingers I involve in the retrieve. So there is my pinky, my ring finger, my forefinger, my ring finger, my pinky. And I can alternate forefinger, pinky, ring finger, forefinger, all the way through, varying the length of the pull and the speed of those pulls. I can go very fast to imitate something that's fleeing, like a bait fish or a scud, or I can go ultra slow, involve one finger for slow-paced retrieves, such as when you're fishing chironomid, pupa, or larva. It's such a valuable, varied retrieve. You always want to have the hand twist, figure 8, or hand weave retrieve in your locker. If you're having trouble mastering the hand twist, you can use a variation of the strip retrieve I call the pinch strip. It still allows you to move the fly very slowly, but doesn't have those complex hand motions that can sometimes be difficult to master when you're first learning the hand twist. So what I do is, again, I've made my cast, I've got my rod hand in position with my line, I'm going to take my retrieve hand and I'm going to touch it to my rod hand, and I'm not going to let the two apart. And then I'm going to come in with my thumb and I'm going to pinch and pull. And because the hands don't come apart, I can only pinch and pull so far. So it's a naturally slow-paced retrieve. So if you're ever trying to retrieve something slowly and having difficulty mastering the hand twist, consider using the pinch strip, because you still get that nice, slow, painstakingly slow retrieves that are so common to Stillwater fly fishing. The strip retrieve is an excellent retrieve when you're trying to imitate fast-moving prey items such as baitfish, a fleeing crayfish, a darting dragon, even scuds. You can also slow the strips down to imitate less mobile food sources. How do we do it? The rod tip is at or in the surface. I've got my line hand here, holding the line, pinching against the rod tip, or pinching it with my thumb and forefinger. And as the retrieve's name implies, you simply pull or strip the line. So a long pull, short choppy pulls, long pull, short choppy pulls. Again, you're varying the length of the pull, the speed of the pull, and the pauses between the pull to set up your cadence and catch fish. So the strip retrieve is a very, very valuable retrieve that's common not only to Stillwater fly fishing, but other disciplines in fly fishing as well. If you ever want to turbocharge a retrieve to induce a grab, you can't beat the Rollie Poly. It's just a super fast retrieve, commonly seen probably in saltwater fly fishing when you really want to move bait fish fast. We use it in stillwater fly fishing when we're fishing attractor style techniques and patterns such as boobies and fabs. All you do is, once the cast is made, is tuck this rod under your armpit, and it's like milking a cow. You just pull, 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 pull like this, roly-poly, hand over hand over hand. You can go actually quite slow at times and then turbocharge it again. Again, playing with those 4 retrieve variables. So that's the roly-poly. If you ever want to move your flies fast and trigger that aggressive butt strike like a fish, like a dog chasing a bike when you're a kid, just rears up and chases after that fast-moving fly, trigger and a bite, the roly-poly is probably the retrieve you want to use. There we go, fish on. Oh, that's a good eat. That's a good eat. That feels good. That feels good. We're gonna take care of some slack line here when we can. Got the pinky there to help guide it on, but I want to stay tight to my fish. Oh, that was a hard eat. Just pounded the fly. We've got boatmen and backswimmers on the move, so I am, oh, I'm not sure what one he ate. And I was just doing again that stop, start, retrieve. The key is to match your retrieve to the insects or invertebrates you're imitating, as well as environmental conditions such as water temperature. The cooler the water, my general rule is, the slower I go. And this guy actually ate the dropper, the water boatman on the dropper. Woo! Into the bucket he goes. So there you go. Plump little Stillwater rainbow. Lots of growing left to do. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's how-to video tip on Stillwater retrieves. For more information on the products we featured in this tip and other products that RIO carries, please visit the RIO website at rioproducts.com. You can also catch other how-to videos there as well. Be sure to watch and connect with RIO through social media channels, including YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll see you on a future how-to video tip.